So now, the last ultimate Dylan task is complete a boss vault without a sword or an axe ever equipped or used in any shape or form. I rated this, when I looked at the challenges here earlier in the stream, I rated this as the easiest of the four. Because we can do this with a mage build. But we're gonna have to make the mage build. I'm gonna show you guys the skill altar. The skill altar, I haven't crafted in this world yet. And I've got a lot of questions in my comments about you should have a block where you can save a build. Well, we actually do have a block where you can save a build. Or it's 2 blocks. First of all, you're gonna need a skill altar and you're gonna need a wardrobe. The wardrobe is a block which works like an armor stand, but you can save all of your vault stuff in. Look at that. You should click this button so it renders properly. And yeah, it also saves your hotbar down here. This is something that I think we should slightly rework, but I like it. But I think we can make this a little bit easier to understand. That way you can store all of your gear. If you shift press this, it takes everything. If you just press the normal button, it just swaps whatever is in here. So for example, if I just put my gear here, but I want to keep the trinkets on my deck for multiple builds, I can do this. And now I can just swap those items. Of course, I'd have to have some items on me, otherwise it doesn't work. So that's the wardrobe. It's very powerful. And then the skill altar allows you to save your abilities. And there you go. Now you have a builder. You can also select an icon of this tab by like clicking here. So this is my scatter javelin build, for example. The cool thing here, though, is that if you play on the official servers, these builds are actually stored on the armory. Other people can then go and copy paste your build, which is really cool. So now what we can do is we can create a new build and save it on the next tab. Should I just reset fully, Dylan? It's going to cost a bit of gold to reset fully. But who cares? We have gold. Let's just reset fully and do a full level 55 mage build. The goal, as I say, is to kill the vault boss without a sword or an axe. We have 56 skill points, that's correct. Okay, let's think. I think what we should do is use Smite. This is a, while active, Smite will periodically strike a mob within range, dealing a percentage of your ability power and transferring any on-hit modifiers to the target. This does an insane amount of damage. I think we should max this. This is going to be so good for killing the boss. And I think we should go for Storm Arrow. Shoot an arrow that creates a storm above upon impact. Deals an amount of damage based on your ability power. The storm cloud stays for a duration and will strike every so often. So we should max this as well. And I actually have Blizzard Arrow there, so we need to get a flask for this. Now, I'm not an enjoyer normally of mage builds, mostly because I like hitting mobs. But we're going to need something to also get through the vault here. This is great for killing the boss. Both of these skills are going to be insane for killing the boss. But we're going to need something else. So I'm thinking we go Fireball. Because I never go Fireball. It's either Fireball, Volley, Fire Shot, or Nova that we go. But we can't hold a sword, so I think Fire Shot is going to lose a bit of value. And to be honest with you, since I've never really got Fireball, we go Fireball. Fireball Volley, you guys say? No, I think I want to go Fireball. Okay, these are our 3 main abilities. We're also going to want Dash, of course. It's forced. You need this in this game. No, I'm just kidding. We're also going to want some heal. So we have 20 points at this point in time. We could go something like Spirit Totem, which will be great against the boss. Any totem, actually. Hatred Totem would be interesting. Hatred Totem is going to hit the boss. Before I do that, let's go to talents. And let's see here. Let's go Intelligence. This gives us 12 AP for 4 skill points. Are we going to rely on mana regen or are we going to rely on luck hit? We can't really rely on luck hit because we don't have a main hand. Well, we can, but we lose a bit of luck hit. So no, I think we should rely on a mana regen. So maybe we go Arcana for 8 skill points. This gives us mana regen, 20% per stack, and you can get on level 4 8 stacks. So that's 22 times 8. It's 160% mana regen. I don't think I've ever taken Arcana. I built this talent, but I don't think I've ever used it. And then we could go something like Sorcery, which gives mana regen while at full health. Prime Amplification. Oh, that's smarter. Yeah, Prime Amp is better. Gain increased area of effect while being above 80% health. So this makes Fireball much bigger. This is actually bad for Smite, though. What about Vein Miner? Yeah, I need 1 in Vein Miner, you're right. I don't think I can afford another 1 in speed. I think I'm going to have to sacrifice some speed with this build. Okay, let's go 4 in Prime Amp. I think Prime Amp is insanely strong. I think it's one of the most broken talents in the game. I think it probably needs a nerf, I'm not going to lie. Maybe some Stone Skin for a little bit of defenses. Yeah, see, this is a problem, right? Is that I'm not used to how we will take damage here. Maybe I save them and we build our gear first because we're going to need gear for this. So here's what we're going to do. Let's put all of this stuff away. Actually, minus my hotbar. And then let's start looking at gear. I have this set here But this is for a Nova build. So ideally we want like a wand with fireball on it. And we don't care about lucky hit with this build. Okay, so I don't have too many items to go by here, but +2 to storm arrow. You know what? You know what? We're gonna melt this bloody boss. Let's go with this one. And then what we want is AP gear here. So like 21.5, that's fine. 21 out of 24 with a cooldown legendary. Cooldown is gonna be good, but we need mana regen as well. So maybe we go with that helmet. There we go, 18% AP. Are we even gonna need the AP? I feel like it might be better to go defensive. 23.5 boots, they're great. And yeah, we want a wand for our offhand. We don't need a sword because we're not allowed to use it. What is this chest plate? Increased effect duration. Doesn't really help us. Yeah, no, the AP is great. It's just that we need to... We'll see. We're gonna need to definitely roll some mana stuff here. Some mana regen. Actually, now I can search like this. Mana regeneration, faceted focuses might be useful here. We'll see. Okay, so here we want to keep the cooldown reduction. Let's have a look at what we can craft in terms of mana regen. Okay, so we can craft 31 to 40%. How much mana regen can I get on my level? I can get 60%. Yeah, that's a big difference. Oh, how many cryonic focuses do we have? 7. You know what? Let's get a really good prefix that we're happy with. And then let's do it on this helmet. Try to freeze the cooldown. Okay, cryonic focus, here we go. There it is. Okay, perfect. So now we use this to get that. Okay, perfect. And let's chaotic it. Oh, wow. Its potential is already super low. 58%. There we go. I mean, it's not a very defensive helmet, but it is a helmet. Okay, here's where we make up a lot of the armor. We need to fundamental focus this one. So we need to change the base ability power to be higher. We want it to be 20 plus, I would say. Or there. 19 is probably fine. Right in the middle. And then on this one, we try this to get a high mana regen roll. 40%. We really want CDR as well, but maybe it's worth stopping there on this one and then adding more health here. So I think I can max craft. No, I can't quite, but yeah, I think that's fine. Look, if we are unlocking the levels, we don't want to overspend too much on this gear either. Then these trousers. Here's where we have a chance of using the faceted mana regen focus. There we go. And then we want to get rid of the trap disarm. Yeah. How can we craft CDR on it? We can craft 6 to 8. That's not worth it. No, let's add one first. Durability. Okay, one more. Effect avoidance. We can just use that there. These are Omega, so we have a lot of crafting potential though. 8% is your max though. Is it really? I thought it was the other group. But no, you're right. I'm stupid. Yeah, I'm very stupid. You're right. You're right. Oh my goodness. I have ruined this. You're absolutely right. Yeah. 8% is my max. Oh, you can't get that with... Oh, effect duration. Damn. Okay. Yeah, you're right. I'm stupid. Let's add the cooldown. There we go. 5 armor is great. Give us health. Give us health. AP. Okay, I think we stop there. That's good. That's not bad. And then these ones, I like the prefixes. I kind of want the resistance roll on these. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do this. Use the waning focus. Healing efficiency is not bad. It's not going to take Dura, is it? No. There we go. Let's see here. We are going to craft the resistance. I think that's going to do a lot. 9%. And now we can chaotic focus this a little bit. Yeah. I want to get that armor up. I wonder if I should use my empowered chaotic focus here. I only have 1 though. The empowered guarantees a high roll. I'm going to do it. It's 1% trap disarm. Okay, maybe I stop there then. How do you know what is good equipment? It depends like on what you're trying to build, and it takes a bit of like knowledge and learning in the game. I know that like my priority for this build is having a certain amount of ability power, because the way it works, and it's a great question by the way. So if you look here, if you look at Smite, it deals 550% of my ability power, which is currently 66 based on the ability power I have. And my ability power is where? Here, 12. So if I equip all of these things, I have 106 ability power plus my wand. So I have 148 ability power. And now we look at Smite again. And you can see that now it is 815 damage, which is a lot more, right? And the same is true for Fireball. So this scales 180%. So 267 is the damage I do per Fireball. Storm Arrow is now 356. Look, I don't think killing the boss is going to be hard at all. I don't think so. I think getting there is going to be the trickier thing. So it takes a little bit of like experience and knowing. Like I'm building an AP build. Ability power is mage build in Vault Hunters. And so I'm looking for that. That's my attack damage. And then, you know, you need armor. So there are many stats that you can follow. Like 80% defense here. How much health you have, of course. I don't know how to else explain it. But there you go. Don't forget cards. True. Let's build ourselves a little deck. Oh dear. We have a lot of things to do here. Here we go, a CDR card. Column Evolution card. Wow, it's an insane card as well. Not even looking at the others. That's insane. Okay, what's the Arcane going to give us? Smite. Most one adjacent card. That might work. That might work in the treasure deck. Okay, so if this card is there... Yeah, if this card is here, we can't have cards here. We can only have one card there, but we might do that. Then this one can be here. This one can be here. Each column stat card, so that can be here. Give us a bit of resistance. What do I have in here? I don't want to spend too much time on this because I can get so carried away. Storm Arrow level for 2 to 6 resource cards. That we can make work for sure. Movement speed card is going to be helpful for us here. Let's just get 2 resource cards. Inscription pieces for Ornate Chest Looted. That's a great card. So now this works. Alright guys, whatever. This is our deck. I think mana is going to be a little bit dangerous. Oh my. It costs a lot of mana. We don't have any extra mana. Oh, trinkets. Yeah, we could go Crystal Ball. Do I have the... I don't have the Phylactery. The Phylactery would be good here. So I suppose, like, this isn't necessarily great. Like, I don't have anything to support it. We could go the Feather to stay away from mobs instead of the Wings. Cufflinks we could go. Yeah, true. That would be better. That would be better. But then again, like, am I going to be able to... So Cufflinks increase my cooldown. 63%. That's great. But am I going to be able to... am I going to be able to sustain? I don't think so, because my mana regen isn't quick enough. Let's put this scav pouch there. Let's pick up this thing. We're ready to go. The highest individual damage dealing build in Vault Hunters is mathematically 100% an AD build. 100%. They can output the most DPS over the entire vault. They can. People don't believe this, but they can. However, to get to an OP AD build is harder than to get to an OP mage build. But a lot of people play mages. I think most people play mages. This is a Storm Arrow. This is a boss killer build, basically. That's all it is. But we're going to be powered up by the Dylans. So, yeah, it's going to be easy. Could it be another theme vault? It could be. It could be. We'll see. Here we go. Right. Let's just start by using one ultimate regen immediately, Mifas. What's our first boss room? It's the spider. I would like to find another boss, but this is an Omega room. It's a library. Maybe we can get some runes here. How many runes were required? Thank you, Mifas. Was it 3 runes required for that one? I'd love to find another boss. Because I feel like we did the spider last time. We got 1 rune there. We got an area of effect attack that gives us gold if we choose it. Is there anyone in chat who has the rune boss as your favorite objective? Because from what I've heard, it's quite popular. Ooh, mixed booster pack and epic boots. Wow. It's the fact that, like, people, from what I saw, people were saying that the fact that you can, like, customize your crate is what people like the most, which is awesome. Because that was the whole point. Of course, like, we've tried to make the boss fights more than just, you know, slamming the boss. I think with this build, it's gonna be super simple. I actually think that Smite is probably brokenly OP against bosses, unless there's a nerf that I don't know about that we did back in November. I can't remember. Omega Axe, come on, man. But we're gonna be able to choose whatever runes we want by the looks of things. We're getting loads. Okay, we keep going. So we have enough runes to spawn the first boss if we want to speedrun it, but I feel like we can be a bit picky and maybe find another boss room. Because it's not just the only boss room, it's not just the first room. And then we can also try, like, Fireball and stuff. Before we do Overpower, let's see how much damage I actually do with this build. If I just collect these up. Is this gonna be like super anticlimactic, or am I gonna do a lot of damage? Let's see. One fireball. Oh my god. And people are complaining that I have companions to make overpower? What are you talking about, guys? You guys run your fireball builds and you complain that I'm playing with overpower? It's basically just overpower. See, most of the Dylans, they don't know anything else than Iskall's build. There's no build diversity. I always do the same thing. But like, it's so insanely strong. Granted, I do have ultimate regen. I shouldn't say that I don't, because I do, and it is very strong. The bolt that comes down, by the way, if you don't realize that, that's my smite, and fireball does damage me as well. So I gotta be a little bit careful. Why would you ever use AD? I don't know. I like my AD builds. There's actually a new AD ability that we're working on for the next update. We're working on that earthquake that I spoke about back in October, and Dog has made it already, and it looks awesome. Okay, so I was gonna say, so this might be problematic because it's tanks, but yeah, they don't die from the fireball. They die from my smite though. Hello, guys. Where did you guys come from? Oh. It's so powerful, man. What in the world? Okay, so the most popular build in Vault Hunters is not actually Fireball. The most popular build is Poison Nova, if we go by the armory, which is not all players, but it's a good enough amount of people to do data checks on. But after Poison Nova comes Fireball. And I get it. It's very satisfying, isn't it? He's gonna nerf it now? Nay. I don't care. It's great that it's power. Okay, now we're running without ultimate regen. And, yeah, we're still chilling. This guy is... tanks are definitely an issue here, though. Because we gotta wait for the smite. That being said, if we do get a large amount of tanks, we could just Storm Arrow them, and they're dead. I mean, this build is fully sustainable without ultimate regen, to be fair, guys. It is definitely, like, you take a lot more damage, but because you kill the mob so quickly, it feels like it's chilling. And check this out. I really like the choice of the feather, by the way. That was a great shout, guys. This objective is quite fun, isn't it? Because you do get to loot a lot. Oh, we got a trinket one. Smite, by the way, is a weird ability to have in Vault Hunters, is it not? It pairs very well with stun chance and nucleus reaction, or whatever it's called. And it is a weird build to have in Vault Hunters. But it's me paying homage. Okay? You know this word, homage? It's me paying homage to a very old ability in one of my favorite video games ever, Diablo 2. In Diablo 2, there's an ability called... What is it called, guys? The sorcerer ability that does a bolt. Thunderstorm? No, what is it called? But anyway, the ability does exactly the same. Ooh! A dungeon one. What is this? This adds an on-hit effect. This adds a ranged attack. Extra health for a mixed booster pack. We could go with this one. Resource thing and another on-hit effect. It's going to do it a lot then. Oh, here we go. Nova Explosion. This is going to be insane. This is going to be insane because now I'm going to do AP Novas. Bruh! Dude, the satisfaction! Oh, Iskall, it's not fun to watch you play Vault Hunts with your companions because you're always so overpowered. I have the weakest build ever, I'm realizing now. I make the game so much harder than it needs to be for myself. What am I doing? I just do this. Oh dear. 8 minutes, go kill the boss. Oh yeah, dude, I need to remember to crap. We need to kill the boss within the timer. Also, guys, I just want to explain something. It is my job to balance the game so that it's not too easy and free. But also, like, killing mobs in Vault Hunters should essentially be a fun thing for you to do. It's not like I want you to die from the mobs. I just want you to feel the satisfaction of completion, of like feeling strong, feeling like you're doing good, right? Yeah, so when people are like, oh, it's too OP and stuff, like, what is it really? Like, it's not an esport that we're designing, right? We're designing a fun thing, so it needs to challenge the player enough to feel like you get progress. But from that point onwards, it's more like, okay, how can we make sure to make abilities? And this is actually what we talk about when we design new abilities. How can we make abilities that are fun and interactive, and that makes the player feel great about themselves? And I think Fireball is a great example of an ability that's pretty low skill. Like, it doesn't require a lot of skill. But feels great. Like, it feels good. Is this a spider boss? Oh, only 3 slots as well. Let's see what we have here. Oh, we have an Omega chest plate. And an epic sword. Okay, we're doing the trinket. I kind of feel like I want to do the resource pack. But, like, a dungeon capstone is so good if we do dungeon hunting. I wish I could find another boss room. But we have to kill it within the timer. Can you add more than 3? No, not with that boss room. We have to find another boss room then. But yeah, you can. I mean, you can find all the way up to... Is it 6, Dylan? Is it 6 that's the maximum rune slot? Okay, let's do this. We're going to go trinket. We're going to go this. And maybe instead of the resource pack, we go the Omega chest plate. Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. This should be simple with this build. Let's get an ultimate regen on. Oh, that range attack is the cobwebs. Dude, it almost got one, half. The smite against the bosses, dude, it's just broken. It's just too strong. I knew it though. I knew it. When I read the thing, I was like, this is easy. It's super simple, but it will be fun. And it was fun. And we should have a trinket in this crate, 100%, because we picked it. And now the cool thing is though, is that I can come here, I can save this here, boom, save it as my smite build, and then I can just go back to the javelin. It costs me like 5 gold, although it doesn't render correctly there. But it doesn't cost you a lot of gold, although it doesn't seem like it allows me to do it from the pouch. And then I can come over here and I can just do the, what is it? I need to do the non-shift click. And you can see now how it changes out the stuff that I have in here back to what I have. So it doesn't touch the magnet by not shift clicking. It's really, really satisfying. And now the level cap is unlocked. Because I have done it. Rupert, I have done it. We completed a boss vault without a sword or an axe ever equipped or used in any shape or form. We completed our bingo vault in maximum 5 minutes. I think we completed it in 2 minutes and 38 seconds. It took us 3 vaults, but we did complete a scavenger vault in maximum 8 minutes. We did it in 7 minutes, 22 seconds or so. And we completed this one in a singular vault. You must kill 1,000 mobs, spend 100 gold, kill 10 champions, and open 1 treasure room. We did that. We killed 1,200 mobs. We spent a little bit more than 100 gold. We killed exactly 10 or 11 champions, and we opened exactly 1 treasure room. What's the new level cap then? Oh, should we find like where we see where the last armor tier is? A lot of people are wondering like why we do this at all. I think it's a fun thing. I mean, the most we could go to 65. 65 is like a great, you know, this is where endgame starts technically. 65 is good for that reason, but it is only 10 levels away, so it's gonna go very fast there. 72 is a new tier though. 72 is a new tier. It's also a very awkward level to be on, but yeah, it's a new attack tier for sure. 85 due to name. I like the 85, but I think it's too big of a jump. Let's do 72. I think it's an interesting way of doing it. Like, I'm just thinking about it this way. If we are going to level cap and do another Dylan challenge, we want to be on a level where there is a difficulty increase. There is a difficulty increase on level 80, and there is one on level 65. But we also want to be on a level where, like, you're sort of planing out a little bit and having more fun. And then that allows us to do another level cap at 85 after that. 85 would be a super interesting level cap because it's like right before the end grind. So I think it's good. And it's 15 levels. Well, it's not. Maths. It's 17 levels. 72, 85, 100, yeah. Lower your XP rate too. I could actually lower the XP rate. Why don't you just make it so XP gain can be decreased? It can be. Vault experience. Half. There. Now we get half the XP. Okay, let's open up these crates that we got today. See if we get anything nice. We got a trinket there from a scav crate. Nice. We got No trade. We got an inscription there and an orange. Okay. And in the bingo crate, we got nothing. Another scab pouch. What is this? An artifact. An artifact. Okay. I just realized we have another feature, but I think I've spoken about this in the past. We have another feature coming in update 18 in the quality of life in the polish update, which is weighted. We have weighted artifacts. I've told you that in the past, but we also have weighted transmogs as people have been requesting it. Oh, we got a star fruit. Okay, here's the boss one. We know that there's a trinket, a dungeon capstone, and something else, an omega chest plate. We also got an inscription because I had that card in my deck, and some identified focus. I think that was, yeah. See if it was worth taking that Omega chestplate. Let's see. The level cap has been lifted. The Omega chestplate was legendary. Oh, there we go. 7 health. That might be actually... This might actually be an upgrade for my other build. I don't care about the card packages right now. Let's pack them in. I haven't actually done too much with cards in this playthrough yet. It's a bit sad. We also got a legendary shield. Oh, there it is. Let's add resistance to this thing. Yeah. And let's roll it with Cryonic Focus. Come on. It was worth a try. Okay, let's try and maximize the block chance. That might have been stupid because it had a pretty good roll. Yeah, we're out of crafting potential already. I might stop there. Make it slightly worse. But that shield is an upgrade. The lucky hit chance, roll in legendary. Look, we lose some health, but honestly, 11% more lucky hit chance. But you know what? I might stay with the fireball build for a few more runs now. I might. Now, you guys may think, okay, you guys may think, oh, iskall, why did you just spend so many resources in making gear when you're now no longer level capped? Well, here's the thing, guys. There is a focus called the adaptive focus. I have none of them. This focus here. You get one every 4 Omega items you scrap. And so now we can upgrade the gear level.